great. And then all of a sudden he just changed.
Bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut. Bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut.
N-word. Nigger. N-word. The N-word is a funny moment. I said nigger. The N-word. Nigger. Say the M-word. Say the M-word. N-word. Say the M-word. The M-word. The N-word. I'm really sorry for saying the M-word. Everybody type in the chat. I'm Alex. It's a stupid mistake. And the M-word. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, please.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Mel, aka Baby Girl, and today's video is going to be one that's very serious. And the reason I wanted to do this video is because I was abused, and I went through 10 years of it. Now, I want to tell my story because you know, I see a lot of similarities in this. Being with my ex-husband, he was very manipulative, very narcissistic.
I think I may have said like 100 times to the point where it's actually really hard to follow what I'm saying because it's so flexible. I've gone, you could do this, but you might be able to do that, but you might be able to do that, and you might be able to do this, and this might work, but you might be able to do that, and it sounds mental. I don't even understand how you can possibly actually follow along to it. Like most of my friends struggle to actually understand what I'm saying. But that's why I'm a professional and you're not.
I think what's important is that I didn't listen to you. You were right. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. I was impossible to work with. I didn't make. You've seen me. I'm apologising 1 minute, shouting the next. Angry 1 minute. Please come here, hold me. You know. It's like I just feel like I've been really battling through this very weird thing.
But he was what is called a covert narcissist, which is what I believe that Alex is. Because they love bomb you in the beginning, like she said that he did, and they want to give you everything under the sun and make you the happiest queen on earth, right? And then all of a sudden, things change. My story is very similar, but you know, thankfully she ended things before the physical violence got any worse. See, the abuse, you know, I am severely like traumatized from physical and emotional abuse. My father nearly killed my mother on a regular basis. I mean, there's a story of one time I was hiding in the cupboards with my dog Charlie like I always did when they were fighting, and I just remember hearing a lot of yelling. Well, I guess my mom had followed my dad outside, wanted to still keep trying to fight or talk to her, whatever she was trying to do. And he had the window on the passenger side of the truck almost rolled up, but not quite all the way. So she put her fingers into the window to try to stop him or whatever she was trying to do. And he proceeded to roll the window all the way up so her fingers got stuck, and then he drove down the road almost 2 blocks, stopped abruptly and let the window open, and my mom went flying down the road. Thankfully I didn't get to see that because I was a young child, and they took me into custody with them for a little bit until my mom picked me up. Back then it was way different though. For domestic violence, it was treated as if it was something that was acceptable at that time, and nowadays, thank God, it's not acceptable anymore. And in fact, I and my niece are one of the ones in our family that have stopped the cycle of abuse, even though, you know, we may have made mistakes ourselves with our relationships, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, honestly, this story is as bad as the Colleen Ballinger story, especially since Alex is not coming out and saying anything about this over 80 page, you know, Google document that came out against him by Alice. And now, Alice, I just want to say this to you. You know, I doubt you're going to see this video, but I commend you for being so strong. You are a beautiful young woman. You don't deserve this. I'm so glad you got away. Please don't go back. Okay, and now a lot of guys like to act like, you know, you triggered them to do this. So, I mean, there's so many texts between them back and forth where he's acting like such a wishy-washy person, where I believe, just like I believe Trisha Paytas has BPD, I definitely believe that he might be exhibiting some kind of BPD type symptoms or bipolar or whatever, because he is just all over the place with his text messages. So, I mean, I'm honestly waiting for him to come out with a ukulele, since he has no way out of this one, just like Colleen Ballinger had no way out of hers. And this is the reason that I have my survivor tattoo with my lotus rose and my butterflies and everything, because of the severe abuse that I witnessed all my life. Even my sister being beat by my brother-in-law, I was living with her at the time. I have been through a lot of severe abuse. Then after that, I went on to meet my now ex-husband, who did just like Alex, love bombed me in the beginning. It was all good and gravy, everything was great, and then all of a sudden he just changed like that. So, I mean, it didn't even matter what I said. I could have just asked him how his day was. Like one time I asked him, and he pulled me out of my chair by my hair and kicked me in the head. Kicked me in the stomach when I was 7 months pregnant with my daughter. So many times I had poop prints on my stomach. I went to the hospital, and I had to stay in the hospital until the birth of my daughter, because the placenta was pulling away from the sac, and which is how the baby gets its nutrients, you know. You know, and so they had to monitor me the whole time until she was born. And then it was like a couple of weeks after she was born, my ex-husband was standing outside having a cigarette, and cops rolled up, woo, and he was arrested. I didn't call the police though, my doctor did, which I didn't even know about, which I'm grateful for now. But what he's showing here is that he's going to eventually get to that point. And I'm so glad that she got away when she did. Especially telling her to KYS. And, you know, all of these horrible things. Or lie on the floor like the dog that you are. You know.
You think you can just ignore them, because, like, well, what's the worst that can happen? I don't know. Your boyfriend's a famous internet celebrity and doesn't trust these people because he has to keep his circle small, because you might not have anything to lose, because your life might be down the drain, but I still have quite a lot that I would like to give. You're making it incredibly hard for me, just like Lewis did. Yeah. I hate all of you. You guys are like I can't.
And then the ego that he has is just out of this world. Out of this world. I mean, I understand being a little bit proud of yourself because you've got over a couple million followers or subscribers. I would be proud of myself too. But at the same time, you are not God's gift to the world because you have a plaque. Okay? And, you know, I thought that I could make him love me again by having his children, or make him love me because of doing this, or make him love me if I did that, and none of it worked. And it's not you anymore, honey. It's all him. He's gonna find fault in you for whatever you do. It's not anything to be proud of what he's doing. I mean, he's absolutely unhinged. I am just appalled. But in conclusion, I just want to say that I am very, very proud of Alice and getting away from him. I'm proud of him, and I just wanted to share that I definitely know what she's going through, and I hope you all pause to read these texts, pause to read these statements. I couldn't cover everything within the 80-page document, but just everything that he stated, I'm so proud of her for getting away, and just so appalled at his actions. I used to watch him, and I felt like there was something off, but I didn't want to say anything because she's involved. She's a victim. It's not just an off-putting sense you get off him. He's actually doing something to another human being that's awful, So with that being said, I want to end the video here. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Don't be an asshole like Alex. I made it. I'll come to your house. I'm not even playing with you. You go ahead. You fight with your woman like that. Go ahead, try to hit her. I'm gonna beat